Lay down the circled shield of Hector on the ground. A hateful thing to look at, it means no love to me. Achaeans, all your strength is in your spears, not in the mind. What were you afraid of that had made you kill this child so savagely? The Troy which fell would be raised from the ground once more. Your strength meant nothing then. While Hector's spear was fortunate and the numberless strong hands were there to help him, we were still destroyed. Now when the city is fallen and the Phrygians slain, this child terrified you. I despise the fear that is pure terror in a mind unreasoning. Oh, darling child, how wretched was this death. You might have fallen fighting for your city, grown to a man's age, and married, and with the king's power like a god's, and died happy, if there's any happiness here. But no, you grew to where you could see and learn, my child, yet your mind was not old enough to win advantage of fortune. How wickedly, poor boy, your father's walls, Apollo's handiwork, have crushed your pitiful head, now tended and trimmed to ringlets by a mother's hand. The face she kissed once, where the brightness now is blood, shining through torn bones, too horrible to say more. O little hands, sweet likenesses of Hector's once, now you lie broken at the wrists before my feet, and mouth beloved, whose words were once so confident, now you're dead. And all was false. When you would lean across my bed and say, Mother, when you die, I shall cut my long hair in your memory, and at your grave bring companies of boys to sing farewell, it did not happen. Now I, a childless, less old woman, must bury your poor corpse, which is so young. Alas, for all the tenderness, my nursing cares, and all your slumbers gone, what shall the poet say? What words will he inscribe upon your monument? Here lies a little child the Argives killed because they were afraid of him. That the epitaph of Greek shame. You will not win your father's heritage except for this, which is your coffin now. The brazen shield. O shield, who guarded the strong shape of Hector's arm, the bravest man of all who wore you once is dead. How sweet the impression of his body on your sling. And at the full circle of your rim, the stain of sweat wherein the grind of his many combats. Hector leaned his chin against you. Drops poured from his brow. up your work now. Bring from what is left some ropes to wrap the tragic dead. The gods will not allow us to do it right. Let him have what we can give. That mortal's a fool who prospering thinks his life is in a strong foundation, since our fortune's course of action is the reeling way a madman makes. No one person is ever happy all the time. The gods meant nothing except to make life hard for me, and of all cities they chose Troy to hate. In vain we sacrificed, and yet had not the very hand of God gripped and crushed this city deep in the ground, we should have disappeared into darkness, and not given theme for music or the songs of men to come. You may go now and hide the dead in his poor tomb. He has those flowers that are the rights of the underworld. I think it makes small difference to the dead if they are buried in these tokens of luxury. Or this is just an empty glorification left for those who live.